get real-time Secretary of State data. So we offer real-time, as in whatever reflects on the Secretary of State, we are going to have it for you. We can even get screenshots. So that data will be there available as screenshots, documents where it's available, officers where it's available. We're gonna get all the data that you can get from the Secretary of State. We can get it. We have integrations into all 51 states. And when a business registers, when they start, they have to register their business. And the Secretary of State tracks things, especially, this is what most people want, is things like the status, like is the business in good standing? And this is to help them assess risk. The big things they're looking for are fraud. Is this business real or is it not real? We went through and we did a research project where we wanted to find all the different statuses that exist with the Secretary of State. We found 402 different statuses in all 50 states. This is kind of a big deal. Let's say that you, as the savvy commercial underwriter you are underwriting a business for a commercial loan, and you see the status come back from the Secretary of State as suspended. What does that mean? Is that a concern? Should you hold off on this loan when everything else looks great? Well, we're going to talk about this more in this video. So it's really important that you understand the different statuses that each Secretary of State provides and what they mean. Today, we're going to walk through the statuses specific to a certain state. Wyoming's 4 business entity statuses you need to know. Number 1, active. This status indicates that the business entity is in good standing and is authorized to conduct business in Wyoming. The entity has met all filing requirements, including paying any necessary fees and maintaining a registered agent. For lenders, this status suggests a lower risk profile as it demonstrates the business's compliance with state regulations and ongoing operational stability, potentially indicating better creditworthiness. Let's proceed to number 2, inactive administratively dissolved tax. This status means the business entity has been dissolved by the state due to non-compliance with tax obligations. This administrative dissolution occurs when an entity fails to file required tax reports or pay taxes, leading to the loss of its good standing and authority to operate in Wyoming. Lenders should exercise caution with businesses in this status, as it indicates significant financial and compliance issues, potentially impacting the business's ability to repay loans and suggesting a higher risk for lending. Number 3, inactive withdraw/dissolve/cancel dissolved tax. This status applies to entities that have chosen to withdraw from doing business in Wyoming or have been dissolved or canceled by the state due to tax-related issues. It indicates that the entity is no longer active or authorized to conduct business in Wyoming due to non-compliance with tax laws or voluntary withdrawal. For lenders, this status represents a high-risk scenario, as the business is no longer operational in the state, potentially due to financial difficulties or regulatory non-compliance, significantly impacting its creditworthiness and ability to fulfill financial obligations. Number 4, inactive dissolved. This status indicates that the business entity has been formally dissolved and is no longer in existence. Dissolution can occur voluntarily by the entity's owners or involuntarily by the state due to non-compliance with regulatory or filing requirements. Lenders should be aware that businesses with this status are no longer operational, presenting extreme risk for lending as there is no active entity to repay loans or conduct business, making it crucial for thorough due diligence on any outstanding obligations or assets. All right, let's look at an example if we wanted to do something like this and kind of how Cobalt Intelligence can help you with this. This right here is an example using this API. Now, Cobalt Intelligence is an API first, where the idea is that you can get all this data via API and get it integrated right into your system. Let's say you search for this business, 199 Franklin RC in California. So we're gonna hit send, and this is what we get back. Now, the status is suspended FTB, and this right here, specifically for California, is the Franchise Tax Board, which means it's delinquent with its taxes in California. Not enough to be terminated, but enough to put it in suspension. So this is somewhat of a risk here. Now, this could be hard to go through because, like we said, there's 402 different statuses out there. So what you can do is use this normalized status, where we go through and interpret these things, and we mark it as inactive. And we're gonna put those as 2 different options. It's either going to be active or it's going to be inactive. And so then you can programmatically, as you integrate this into your API and as this is processing through your software, you're going to get a feedback that says, hey, this business is active or inactive and may prompt further note. So it can kind of take it down certain paths. Now, if I was building this, I would use that as, like I said, a programmatic decision maker and put it in the this needs questioning right here. If it's inactive, I'm going to automatically put this in stipulations where someone's going to have to go and follow up further. And then you could display this string of suspended FTB, and then your underwriters could go through and check it and say, okay, this is something we need to dig further into, and this, or maybe not, or maybe we just decline the file altogether. I hope this has been helpful for you to see how these different statuses in the state can really vary and how it can be different for you and impact your business. I invite you to try the Secretary of State API. We have a free trial that it comes with, so you can go ahead and try it out. We also offer paid pilots, so you can try out a big number of searches and see really if the data is something that can be helpful for you. I'm Jordan Hansen. If this has been helpful at all, hit that like and subscribe button. We will help you out with what you're trying to do. Thank you.